Well, Gift of the Givers is assisting many people in the province that have been affected by the devastating fire that's been taking place up in Johannesburg, down in Cape Town. I'm sorry, let's get the very latest as to what has actually been happening in Cape Town as well. We understand you're assisting many of the victims. It's Ali Sabli, project manager in charge with this devastating fire. Hello to you, Ali. Give me a sense of just how bad is this?
Good afternoon, Gareth, to you and to all the viewers. It's a disaster. In fact, the city of Cape Town is having a meeting with provincial government to declare the area a disaster zone. Over 300 structures completely burnt out in 600 square meters. 1,500 people displaced. We are all credit due to the firefighters. It could have been much worse. With the severe winds the Western Cape was facing last night, the firefighters did, with the minimal resources they had, they did a phenomenal job in containing this fire. But being on the ground this morning, you could see the sadness, you could see the trauma of people not taking in what has occurred. It was supposed to be the Easter weekend, it's a family weekend. The youngsters were looking forward. Many people were preparing for church today, but within seconds, their belongings burnt out completely.
So just give us a sense then, those who are able to assist Gift of the Givers, you obviously do an incredible work as always, all by yourselves, but how do residents in or around Cape Town help Joe Slovo residents this evening? What do you need?
Okay, the main concern at the moment, as we know, is over 1,500 people. There's a lot of kids. Hygiene packs, toiletries, baby care packs, which is nappies, your baby formulas. Please, no second-hand clothing. We don't require clothing at the moment. Gift of the Givers teams are on the ground. We're providing hot, nutritious meals. We're providing bottled water, baby care packs. And the main thing, those of you who have some stationery lying around, brand new stationery, or even school uniforms, you're most welcome to contact our toll-free number, 0800 786 911. All the details will be on our social media pages as well for the drop-off points to drop off these goods.
So obviously the focus right now is, of course, trying to get roofs over people's heads as well. That obviously might not be possible before the end of this evening. Ali, are you able to give me a sense of where those who've lost their homes completely will be going? I know you're not necessarily directly involved there, but do you have an idea where they may be housed tonight?
Okay, Gareth, some of them are staying with their families. The local councillor is negotiating that the acting mayor, Mr. Zahid Badruddin, was on site today. He's trying to organize the city of Cape Town halls to open up for them. As we know, the city no more provides building material. That's why they're trying to negotiate with provincial to declare this a disaster zone. With that, these people will be provided with building material to start their lives on again. If this area is not being declared a disaster area, building material will be something which will be difficult to get hold of for these families.
And how long do you suspect it's going to be before we start seeing any repairs to the homes and the infrastructure that's been burnt down? Aliyah, and obviously experts like you spend a lot of time in these areas. You would have a sense of how long this would take before we are on top of the situation. By your estimates, what's your timeline, do you think?
Okay, Gareth, this morning we had a joint meeting, a joint operations meeting with the City of Cape Town, Disaster Management, South African Police Services. The water and sanitation was also in the meeting as well. They want to start working immediately. Tomorrow the place will be leveled out, cleaned out. The new toilets will be put in for them. Before Thursday, they put in the date for them. Water and sanitation is just having a look how deep and what's the damage to the pipe infrastructure, because they want to get starting with that. By Friday for the latest, we predict toilets will be up. Water and sanitation will have the necessary forms of taps and the necessary ablution facilities available. But the main concern now is the building material. So let's hope that negotiation goes smoothly, because as we know, we're approaching the winter months in the Western Cape at the moment. So to have those people out in the open will be another disaster.
And as far as providing meals to the young children, you mentioned a moment ago that our focus is going to be on the school kids, hot, nutritious meals being provided. Are you getting enough hot, nutritious meals? Is there an organization you can appeal to tonight to help assist feed the young kids?
We're doing this for the last 30 years, so we did 4,000, 10,000 people. We are equipped to cook up to that amount of meals per day. So as we're speaking, our teams are distributing meals to these residents. We are feeding over 1,500 people tonight. We will feed them for the next 5 days. As we know through the necessary protocol and bureaucracy with SASSA, before SASSA comes in, they have to have a list of the amount of affected victims. That can take 3 to 4 days. So we are covering that gap to look after these affected victims for the next few days.
Ali, I know this is always an uncomfortable question, even when I speak to Dr. Suleiman to ask, but give me a sense, is the provincial government doing enough to assist? It always seems to be gift to the givers that flies in and sorts these situations out. How involved is local provincial government?
So all credit to the acting mayor. He was immediately on site today. He was quite surprised at how huge this disaster was. The official from City of Cape Town was there as well. They got the wheel rolling in terms of getting the necessary, clearing the site out, making sure the basic necessities of the community is being taken care of in terms of pollution facilities and in terms of water. So all credit to them in this disaster. They are hands-on, and I'm sure the main concern for everyone is the winter weather coming up, and just to make sure, especially there's a lot of elderly people and young ones sleeping out in the open. Hopefully, in the next few minutes or in the next hour, the community halls will be opened up to accommodate these young ones and the elderly.
Oh, we're going to maybe check in again with authorities or perhaps yourself a little bit later as that community centre opens. It's getting very cold this time of the year. The sun's setting down in Cape Town as well. My thanks to Ali Sabli, project manager in charge of this fire that has taken place at Joe Slovo. 300 structures destroyed, 1,500 people displaced. Ali did give me a number earlier. I have written that down. If you're in any way able to assist, they're looking for hot, nutritious, they've got enough hot, nutritious meals. They're looking for stationery and any kind of school uniforms for a lot of the kids, bearing in mind that they need to be getting back to school tomorrow as well. So we know what a big issue it is for the children. The number that Ali gave, if you want to write this down, 0800 786 911. If you can assist in any way with Gift of the Givers, that's the toll-free number for the fire at Joe Slovo Informal Settlement in Langa, 0800 786 911.